many wonderful things found and experienced in our communities, whether they be small, medium, or large, that comprise Lackawanna County. We'll visit with the butcher, the baker, and maybe even the candlestick maker to give you a view of what makes your community come together and work. From grocery shopping to spending time in your local park, there is always a group of folks making it happen for the greater good of the community. From the young to the old and everyone in between, all have a part to play in enriching the lives of you, your family, and your friends. Join us as we look into our county's diverse neighborhoods and communities on Coming Together in Lackawanna County with your host, Patty Lawler.
So tigers and lions and bears, oh my, where did I end up but here at the Brooks Mine? I'm standing in front of the entrance and I am with Chris Murley. He is from Tunkhannock, and the organization that brought this all together with funding and the initiative is
Underground Miners.
Underground Miners. This is fantastic that this is part of the NAOG Park. It's really a quiet silver gem. Tell me a little bit about Brooks Mine. It really wasn't a mine that really was for mining. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, it was driven in 1902 as a basically just a tourist attraction, an exhibition mine, so people from the city could come up and see what mining was like. You know, anthracite mining built this whole valley. Scranton-Wilkes-Barre wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the anthracite coal that was found underground here.
Exactly.
So in the booming era of the anthracite, Reese Brooks, who was a local mine owner, decided to come up here in the park and drive this drift right behind us. So there's two veins of coal that outcrop right here at the surface, and he scratched away the surface, found the veins, and drove this drift 160 feet into the mine.
So we go 160 feet like a snake.
Yeah, exactly.
Excuse
like
me.
A snake. It actually it's like a snake.
Goes through here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 1900s.
Yep.
So NAOG Park is that old. It was here in the 1900s.
Yeah.
I know that Mayor Cognetti must be so thrilled with what's going on today. You know, she takes such an interest in getting the city really due diligence, what all of you different segments are doing to really bring life back to the park. We were talking off camera about when I was younger, this park was, and you remember because you had grandparents, did you say?
I did, yeah, in the hill section.
This park was second to none. It was the days we had an amusement park, and it had the Dodgems, and it had an arcade where there were all these games, and it was the place to go. You know, this is many, many years ago. So I remember when I was younger, there was a lot of, I was telling Chris a lot of stories about this because it was decrepit. The beautiful gate was closed and it was rusty and it was all sorts of nothingness. And there were stories that, the first story was it was a jail for bad people. The second story was that an old hag of a witch lived there and she came out after midnight. So
she comes out around 10 p.m. now.
Yes, I'll have to come and visit her. But the interesting thing is your organization, what year did they form?
We've actually started with our group around 2002.
Yes.
And then we officially formed a 901 or a 501c3. I'm sorry, 501c3 nonprofit group just a few years ago.
Yes.
Yep.
And again, now that's a nonprofit group. Who did you go to get some funding?
Sure. Well, we'll say it started with four of us standing in front of the gate in January of 2021. And we said, you know, this place should be open again. And we think we could do it. You know, we have a bunch of our guys are involved in the local coal mining industry. So we approached the park, and the park said, yeah, we've been trying to get this place open for years.
Wow.
We just didn't have anybody that could do it. And then we said, well, the next step is try to raise some funds to do it. And we knew right off the bat we wanted to not do it through grants or any official funding with the city, because we wanted to do it with just donations. We thought that'd be more important.
Beautiful.
So we just put our donation box out to get started. It didn't take a whole lot of money to get started on the project. Once we got it rolling and people found out what we were doing, more people would donate to the project. We went to a couple local coal companies. Some coal companies donated to the project. A big thing was all the timber inside to re-timber the mine. R&R Logging sawmill up in Mahoopany, they donated all the timber for the entire project to rebuild a mine car, to cut all the ties for the track, all the timber to support the mine.
It's too good to be true, and to think it started with you and with your idea.
Sure.
And I'm wondering if we're going to have an opportunity to go into the mine.
Absolutely.
For a little conversation in the mine.
Sure.
So I'm going to check for that witch of a lady that comes out at 10 o'clock. But you're a credit to our community. You're a credit to Scranton and this project. And was it ever hard for you, or the passion was so great that you just wanted to get to the finish line?
There was a couple trying days on the project,
Yes.
but it was all, for the most part, a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a beautiful park to have it in. It's not just like some mine on the side of a hill that we reopened to go in out in the middle of nowhere or whatever. It's in this park, which is fantastic. It's
Yes.
great for the for the population base too,
Yes.
because people are already here walking through the park, and now you can just take a quick walk through the mine.
Yeah.
The other mine tours in the area are great. The Lackawanna Mine Tour, Pioneer Tunnel, Lansford Mine
Yes.
Tour.
Yeah.
They're all great mine tours. But it's like a destination. You have to go plan the day to go do it and come back. Here, you're just out enjoying the park. You can take a quick walk through the mine. You can spend as much time as you want in there.
Yes.
When we're given the tours, it could last, up to a half hour. Or if you want to, you can just walk in and out quick and make a quick trip out of it.
Beautiful. And the best thing is actually that, if you can imagine, in 2024, visiting the mine tour and going through, it's absolutely free. So for the kiddos and those that are interested in coal mining, and when, what did we say, in 1900s when coal was king?
Right, yep.
This is something to see. So, however, I do want to give them a plug, because they do take donations. and what a better thing to donate to what they have done for us. So let's go into the mine. Lead the way,
All right.
Lead the way, miner.
I guess I got to take these sunglasses off for this, though, for going inside.
So here we are. We are actually in the middle of Brooks Mine. And just to be candid, it's very, very cold in here. So on a hot summer day, this is where you might want to nest. Well, so this was here.
Mm-hmm.
You just had to get it ready to take visitors.
So we actually, our feasibility study when we first came in here in March of 2022 is on, 21. 21, 22? 22, I'm sorry, is on YouTube, on our YouTube page.
Wow.
On Underground Miners.
Wow.
So you could see what it looked like when we first came in here, and there was no track, there was no timber, it was in pretty poor shape. But the roof was in good shape, so that was what immediately said, we could restore this place for an active tour.
That was let's go.
Yeah.
You saw that.
Yep.
The interesting thing is, a lot of this, the wood and the different things, they were donated.
Yep.
Which is remarkable. They believed in you and the concept to open up Brooks Mine, something that was built in 1904. How about Mr. Brooks? What was he, a miner, or did he own a mining company?
He did. He started out as a coal miner, worked his way up through foreman, and then mine boss, and then him and another gentleman actually owned a whole coal company, several
Yes.
coal companies
Yes.
actually. Yeah.
Lots of people, the generation ahead of me, or my great-grandfather's generation, worked in the mines. And they had housing they lived in that was provided by the mine companies at that time. But when you think about it, it was, as I just said, it took a lot of moxie, the work they did. So if you could just share, how does a miner mine? Do they come in you know, okay, this is coal. So I use ice picks to, it just seems to me so interesting.
Yeah, no, we drill it and dynamite it out just like you did 100 years ago. You know,
Okay.
you still use drills. The drills have improved some. You know, you don't have the mechanical twist drill anymore. You have air power drills, but
Okay.
you'll drill the coal and load it with some powder and fire it out,
Yeah.
shovel it out, timber it up, and keep going.
Did you ever hear that the miner knew when a collapse was going to happen because the rats would run?
We tell people that all the time. We actually have 4 plastic rats in here we tell the kids to find.
Yes.
So, but that we tell
kids-
the story. Yeah, the miners would feed them
The
because
kids,
the rats would run.
they were their friends.
Mhm.
And you know, it's amazing for the young people, like the children that you just said, that they're getting a glimpse of this.
Sure.
You know, definitely we're proud of you.
Well, thanks.
Definitely it is a hidden gem that isn't going to be hidden any longer,
Yep.
thanks to you. And I asked the viewers he does have a place on Google that you can connect with what's going on at Brooks Mine. Can you give us exactly how the viewer
Sure.
can get in touch with you?
You can go on our website, undergroundminers.com, or the Facebook group, which is also Underground Miners. And we have all the information of what we're doing here, other locations, other special events that we're doing. And we also have a huge archive of local history on the website. So
Thank you.
you're very welcome.
I think we're going to make our way out.
This is
I
far
don't-
enough, huh?
This is far
The
enough.
witch is just up there around the corner.
What is
The
the
witch, yeah, she's just up
Yes.
there around the corner.
Well, I thought I saw her, but I didn't want to bring it to the viewers. But at any rate, thank you for your time. So follow me along as we go out. It's fantastic.
Well, thank you.
All righty.
I'll follow you.